Good evening. This is Double D coming to you from the 19th hole. What a week in the stock market. S&P downgrades, European debt crisis. Up 400, down 400, and the Dow became the norm. The Dow finished up 125 today to finish basically flat on the week. In other news, the National Labor Relations Board Boeing saga continues, and the judge has said with appeals it will last longer than he is alive. For those of you who don't know, the NLRB, a government agency, is suing Boeing for building an assembly plant in South Carolina. Yes, you heard me right. The government is trying to stop the operation of a plant in this country run by a company from this country. Amazing. The reason that they give is that the government claims that Boeing is intimidating unions at their plants in Washington state by building a plant in South Carolina, even though no jobs were lost in Washington state. Now think about this, people. If you were running a company and thinking about building a production facility, why on earth would you build it in the United States of America with this type of government interference in your business? You would go anywhere else. All this administration is interested in is pandering to their union base. It is killing the rest of the country. But hey, they think they will get reelected, so that's why they do it. They really don't care what they're doing to the average person. I sure hope they don't get reelected. Also, the union sued the South Carolina governor, claiming she was intimidating unions because of her outspoken anti-union views. This suit was dismissed, thank God. I guess the two unions involved never heard of the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. Unless, of course, your views agreed with theirs. It's just flat amazing how bold they're getting. Now, our current administration can't be this stupid. They have to know their policies cost us jobs, and they just don't care. What they care about is being reelected, plain, pure, and simple. Next, our debt was downgraded at the start of the week by the S&P. And the first thing that Obama and Geithner did was criticize them. And the first thing that the Senate did was announce an investigation of the S&P. Great. Let's have another round of whose fault is it? Amazing. Hey guys, you are there to fix the problem, not argue about who's right or wrong. What a bunch of morons. We have too much debt, too much deficit, and too much in unfunded liabilities. Fix the problem and you won't have to worry about what S&P says. Honestly, I think the S&P is being generous. I think only because we have printing presses is our debt rating so high, so we can inflate our way out of the problem. Which really sounds like stealing to me. Let's make sure the money is worth a lot less when we pay it back. Not to mention, it's a terrible hidden tax that will decimate people living on a fixed income. Oh well, too bad for them. They're just kind of caught in the crossfire, standing in the middle of the road type of thing. No big deal. You know, it's a hidden tax, allowing politicians to promise you the world. Spend all kinds of money and get reelected, and you realize far too late that the extra benefit that you were given doesn't pay for how much the cost of living went up. But in the meantime, they kept their jobs. Bully for them. Apparently, the post office is asking Congress to pass a bill allowing them to break a contract they have with their union. Under the terms of the post office contract, apparently the post office cannot lay anyone off. I wonder what moron agreed to that. Just incredible. The union, of course, is vehemently opposed to this. I guess they figure they should also be guaranteed their jobs, whether there is any work to do or not. Well, hey, stupid. The post office is declining and will continue to do so. You have been replaced by the internet. Get over it and go to work somewhere else. I forgot. Not too many places in the private sector with pay averaging over $100,000 a year for a delivery job that requires little education. Well, you know, folks, you had it good for a while, but welcome to the real world. So viewers, if you would, sound off on the Boeing NLRB deal. Should the government be allowed to tell Boeing where it can and can't build a plant? Has this country really come to that? I thought this was America. I thought this was a free country. Are we really a socialist country now? This is Double D signing off, and I hope you're properly teed off.